than 40 years before Amazon Prime turned The Man in the High Castle into a TV show, it was a book. First published in 1962, the author, Philip K. Dick, imagined a world where the Japanese and the Nazis had won the Second World War. America was divided into German control east of the Rocky Mountains, while Japan occupied the West Coast. There are still a lot of American Fords and Chevys filling the streets, but in this alternate reality, the political and military elite typically drive around in expensive German cars. Usually black Mercedes, it seems. One of the main characters is John Smith, an American soldier who fought on our side during the war, but is faced with the difficult decision of starvation for his family or joining the occupying Nazi government. 15 years later, he is the highest-ranking military figure in North America. When he is being chauffeured between his office and his home, his car of choice is a Mercedes 220S in black. The commute isn't always easy. Sometimes there's heavy traffic, other times there are assassination attempts. But through it all, the Mercedes 220S looks classy in every scene. I searched eBay, but had no luck finding a Mercedes 220S in 1/43rd scale. But I was very fortunate with this seller in France. 1.43 Man is how he's known on eBay, but the selection is even better at their website, www.jumajo.fr. I can't be sure that the interior colors match, but the exterior of this model is pretty much exactly like John Smith's personal car. When John Smith is about to be sworn in as the new Reichsmarschall, he and his wife stand up and wave from the moonroof of a Mercedes 300D limousine. A pair of Mercedes 220S's follow closely behind as the parade moves through the streets towards the waiting podium. For some strange reason, the Japanese diplomats on the West Coast, along with their generals, also travel in big Mercedes 300D sedans. I don't understand that part, but it looks good on camera. I think that a Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing from the same period may have been more expensive, but a 300D would be the car that your chauffeur would drive while you took care of business in the back seat. Whatever kind of business that might be is pretty much up to you. My Mercedes 300D is made by Atlas, and it's decorated with a West German flag, because the car is portrayed as Chancellor Konrad Adenauer's personal car from the late 1950s. I'm tempted to alter the flag to make the big Mercedes more closely resemble the cars used in the series, but I haven't changed it yet. It was shipped to me from a seller in Stuttgart, which is home to the Mercedes Museum, where the actual car can be seen even now. It's hard to believe, but this 600 is actually the one with the shorter wheelbase. It's still over 18 feet long and weighs in at over 2.5 tons. I think that this model is also made by Atlas, and I bought it from an eBay seller in Italy. The detail is just incredible. So many separate parts, especially the chrome ones, and the hood ornament is a delicate piece of photo-etched metal. It's a newer design than the Mercedes 600 Pullman that I'll show you next. That model is from the 80s. And this shorter 600 shows the advances that have been made with 1/43rd scale models since then.
Votre toast, je peux vous le rendre, Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, oui, les toreros peuvent s'entendre, pour plaisir, ils ont...
Time and reality in general are somewhat subjective concepts in the world of the High Castle. The Germans have high-speed monorails and supersonic passenger jets reminiscent of the French Concorde. But the story begins in 1962, and in our reality, Mercedes introduced the 600 in 1964. I can't remember in which season I first saw the big limo, but there's always a chance that German design advanced faster just like their technology. I suppose that can happen if you win a world war.
En garde, allons, toreador, encore.
The Mercedes 600 Pullman weighs over 7,000 pounds and has 3 doors per side. There were only 428 made, ever. I have a few other models in 1/43rd scale, one of which is this German Tiger tank. If you don't count the full length of the barrel, the big Panzer and the Mercedes are nearly the same length. 248 inches long for the tank and 245 for the Mercedes Pullman. Here are some eBay listings from earlier this year. The prices have gone up since I bought mine, and who knows what these would actually sell for, but the asking prices do seem pretty high. My 600 is made by Vitesse, which I always thought was a French company, but Vitesse was started in 1982 in Portugal.
On fait silence, à qu'à se passe-t-il? Le taureau se lance en bandissant, auditorie, il se lance.
There are a lot of other cool cars shown during the Amazon series. Detroit Iron from 60 years ago is very well represented in scenes depicting Nazi-occupied North America. But the really interesting part to me is when the story shifts to Berlin. That's when the city street scenes are filled with a Willy Wonka level of eye candy. If you're trying to capture the atmosphere of the show in 1/43rd scale, pretty much any car or truck made in the late 1950s or 60s from Germany or any other European country would totally make sense.
Toreador, on garde, toreador, toreador. Et songe bien, oui, songe combattant, que le noir te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, toreador, l'amour t'attend, toreador.